What is up, everybody? Today we are back on Minecraft and I'm sorry, my fake scream wasn't nearly as convincing as I was hoping it was gonna be. Plus, I might have blown out your eardrums, so I'll probably have to put a speaker warning on that. Oh, and I just snorted. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. Today's video is going to obviously be, as you can tell from the title and from the fact that I just landed on these slime blocks right here, we are going to be discussing slime blocks. Now, for those of you who didn't see my video the other day, slime blocks are likely going to be coming in the next big update on Minecraft for the console, and so today we are going to be discussing just what exactly they do and how maybe you can use them in your world come the next update. Now, they're probably their main feature, or at least the one that I like the most, is the fact that you can actually just bounce off of them, and was the feature that I showed you guys just a moment ago, where you actually take no fall damage and bounce back up into the sky, you know, as high, or based on how high you fell from. Now, while that's cool, slime blocks have a lot more functionality, and there's just a whole bunch of different things you can do with these guys, especially when it comes to pistons. So this isn't going to work because I have on my my caps lock. There we are. Now I can go ahead and show you guys what exactly these guys can do. So probably first and foremost, the thing that you could use these for is to actually create things that propel different entities. So if you see, for instance, I'm standing on top of this slime block, you can see I'm not moving or anything. If I actually go ahead and I activate this, you can see the slime block will launch me up into the air. So essentially how this works is whenever a piston pushes a slime block, if you or a mob or some other kind of entity is in front of the slime block, it will propel you in that certain direction. So obviously this direction is going to be up, so if I turn this on, it's going to propel me straight up into the air. And if I go ahead and I shut that off and get off of there, you can see that it also works going sideways, but slightly less effectively because there is friction on the ground because I am just standing still. So you can see here, if I go ahead and I activate this piston and I'm standing in front of the slime block, again, it will push me out, however, not nearly as far as it did when I was going up into the air because, like I said, I am standing on the ground, so there is some friction stopping me there. Just to show you that there is a difference, I have also set up just a normal piece of stone here on the end of a piston, and you can see here that if I go ahead and I push this, I'm still right up next to this block. But when I go ahead and I do this one, it pushes me a fair distance away from the block, just to show you that there is a notable difference and that it is actually pushing you a fair distance away. Now, while all of that is cool, probably the main thing that slime blocks are useful for is the fact that they actually move all of the blocks around the block that the piston is pushing. So what exactly does that mean, is I'm sure what you're asking. Well, you can see here that I actually have this slime block on the end of a sticky piston, and if I activate this, you can see it actually pushes out the ground around it. So essentially what happens here is the slime block grabs onto all of the blocks immediately around it. So both the one in, below it to the side. So essentially all of these blocks actually I guess I can just show you right here. So essentially it just grabs all 4 of the blocks around it and lifts and moves it in whatever direction it is moving. So you can see here, if I activate this, it will actually lift all of these blocks, all 5. And then if I retract it, it will move all of them back down. Now, what's cool about this is that if you were to, say, make a little box here, you could actually move it up to a certain amount. Granted, you can move a certain amount of blocks all together with just one piston push, as opposed to multiple pistons that would make this substantially more difficult. Now, like I said, there are a couple of things to keep in mind with this, and probably first and foremost is the fact that the slime block will only bring back the blocks that are immediately touching it. So you can see here, if now I bring back this slime block, it actually leaves those 4 blocks up in the sky still, and so that might cause a little bit of an issue with certain designs, so you need to keep that in mind, as well as the fact that you can only lift up to 12 blocks total. So you can see here, if I put too many blocks on here and I try and lift this, it won't actually move the piston at all because it's just too much weight for this thing to be lifting. So as far as their application with pistons and cool different features that you can do with slime blocks and pistons, that is about it. Another cool thing that you can do with them, however, is if you have a water transport system going across your world, items actually move faster through water that is above slime blocks. So you can see here, if I throw this piece of stone in there, you can see just how fast that's moving, and then it slows down considerably when it hits the actual dirt. So I have slime blocks all the way up to here, and if I go ahead and I show you one more time, you can see if I say toss a slime block in here, oh, it flew off the other edge, so that wasn't probably the best example. Get in there for me. Right There we are. So you can see just how fast that moves, and then when it hits the dirt, it is substantially slower. So if you have some kind of water transport system in your world, you can then go ahead and use slime blocks to do that. Yes, you can use ice, and that's probably what most people use now, but this is a lot safer because ice obviously melts and slime blocks do not. Oh, and one last thing to note is that slime blocks are just simply made out of 9 slime balls placed into a crafting table, filling up every single slot, and that is how they are made. So they do kind of take a lot of resources, a lot of slime, but if you want to do some super cool stuff with pistons especially, this is the block for you. So for all of you guys that asked for a slime blocks tutorial video, this is the one for you. I hope you guys did enjoy, and if you did, please do feel free to drop me a like down below and subscribe for some more Minecraft console content in the future, and let me know how exactly you guys are going to be using slime blocks in your world when they are released. Are you going to be building some cool contraptions with pistons? Are you going to be, I don't know what you're going to do. That's what I want to know down in the comment section, so let me know, and I will be sure to read through those. And I think with that said, that's about it for me. I really do appreciate all of you guys watching, and I will see all of you guys later with another video. So, peace!